Spring workout 3, glutes and core. So in your tabletop, let's move into cat and cow. Inhaling, head and tailbone up. Exhale, drop the head and tailbone. Inhale up. Exhale down. Squeeze the belly button in. Inhaling up, shoulders back. Exhale, drop. Keep going. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, come to straight spine, and then we're going to take the left arm up to the ceiling and thread that left arm across and down to the floor. Take a breath into your rib cage. Exhale and come to tabletop. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread the right arm across and down to the floor. Take a breath into the rib cage. Exhale. Inhale to tabletop. Now coming into a downward dog. Press one heel to the floor at a time. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Just working into the back of the legs. Take a breath in and out. Come forwards to a plank, shoulders over wrists, and lower yourself down to the floor. Inhale, slide the elbows forwards, come into Sphinx pose. Take a breath in and exhale, press up to your tabletop and walk the hands forwards, coming into puppy dog pose. Forehead towards the floor, feeling the sit bones spreading wide. Take a deep breath in and out. Walk the hands under the shoulders and step the left foot forwards to the outside of the hand. Bring the back knee off the floor and inhale the left arm up into a twist. Take a breath in and left hand comes down to the floor. Step to tabletop and step the right foot forwards to lunge. Back knee lifts off the floor. Inhale the right arm up into your twist. Take a breath in and out. Left. Bring your right hand down and step back to tabletop. Send your bum to your heels, come to child's pose. And walk the hands over to the left, stretching down the right side of the body. And then walk the hands over to the right side, stretching down the left side of the body. Walk the hands to center, taking a breath into your belly, seeing if you can walk your fingertips a little further forwards. And bring yourself all the way back up. So coming into our first exercise, which will be our glute bridges. Make sure you have a wall or a chair or a bed nearby to place your feet a little bit higher. Lying on your back. Slowly lift your hips up into your bridge, squeezing your glutes. So tucking your tailbone under here, drawing the rib cage in. And let's take long and deep breath as we wake up the glutes. Breathing into your belly. Use your breath and then lower the hips to the floor. Bring the knees into the chest and take a breath into the back of the body and out. So coming into our second variation of glute bridges, this time with a single leg lift. Place your feet down and then lift your hips up. Keep your hips lifted and take your left foot off, squeezing the right glute. Left foot comes down again. Left leg lifts and lower. We're going for 4 more of these. 4, squeezing that right glute. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze and lower the hips to the floor. Breathing in and exhale. Lift the hips up. Right leg lifts for 1. Squeezing the left glute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lower the hips to the floor. Relax there, taking a breath in and out. So make sure you're actively squeezing your glutes as you do this. Let's go again. Lift the hips, lifting your left foot 6 times for 1. Squeezing the right glute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Lower the hips to the floor. Take a deep breath in and out, and lifting the hips up. Last little bit. Stay focused. Lifting for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, lower the hips to the floor. Very well done. Good. And coming into now our second portion of the workout, which focusing on our core strength. Bring yourself down onto your right elbow with your knees in line with your hips, and knees can be bent. This is for the modified version. And then lift your hips off the floor. So for the slightly more advanced version, have the legs straight as I'm demonstrating in the video. And we're trying to lift our underneath side waist away from the floor. We're lifting and pushing down into the mat. Breathing here. Exhaling to squeeze the belly button in. Building that core strength here. And lower the hips down. And let's go straight to the other side. So coming down onto your left elbow with either the knees bent or the legs straight. Press down into your left elbow and lift the hips. Keeping your shoulder directly over your elbow. So you will still feel some pressure there, and that's quite normal. Breathing long and deep as you lift the underneath side away from the floor. Exhaling to squeeze the belly button in. And lower the hips down to the floor. So next we're coming into our high plank with our shoulder taps. So bring yourself to a tabletop, and you can do this with the knees on or off the floor. Press both knees into the mat and take them slightly wider. We're going to take right hand to your left shoulder and left hand to the right shoulder. And we're trying to keep our hips very still. So as I lift my left hand, I press the left knee into the floor. And as I lift my right hand, I press the right knee into the floor. And this will keep the hips a little bit more still. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists and you don't start to send the hips backwards. Belly button drawing in. We're focusing on this controlled movement in the core. keeping the chin tucked in. And relax. Come back to child's pose, taking a deep breath in and out. Okay, into our second round before our cool down. Come into your side plank on your right elbow and lift your hips up. Legs can be straight or bent. Nearly there. Keep focused on breathing deeply, staying in your body as you do this. Allow that tension to build and breathe into it. And lower the hips to the floor. Bring yourself onto your left elbow this time with the legs bent or straight. And lift the hips up. This is the last side plank for today, so do your best with it. Try to stay focused and keep the breathing long and deep. Keep breathing deeply, we're nearly there. And lower the hips to the floor. Well done. Alrighty, let's come into your last plank for today. So we're coming to your tabletop position now, with your knees on the floor or your legs straight and the knees off the floor into your shoulder taps. Keep your hips still. This is what will really engage your core, is if you keep the pelvis still as you touch the opposite shoulder. You can use your legs, so by pressing your feet and your knees into the floor, you'll get a little bit more control through the pelvis. And see if you can draw the belly button back towards the spine. And send the hips back to the heels, come to child's pose. Well done, you've made it. We're going to come into our cool down next. So come to lie on your back. And starting with our glute stretch, crossing right ankle over left knee. So you can stay here, pushing the knee away from you, or for more, interlace the hands behind your left thigh. See if you can draw the shoulder blades back towards the floor and tuck the chin in so the back of the neck is nice and long. Take a deep breath into your belly, relaxing your pelvic floor. And feel the muscles stretching now. Bring your left foot down and cross your ankle, and let's change sides. Taking your hands behind your right thigh this time. And press the shoulder blades back towards the floor. Take a deep breath into your belly, relaxing your pelvic floor. Relaxing the jaw muscles. And uncrossing now your left leg. Let's extend your legs out long. Reach your arms overhead and walk the arms and legs to the left side of your mat. Keep your body completely flat, coming to this side bend. Crossing right ankle over left ankle, then maybe holding onto your left wrist with the right hand. Take a breath into the right side of the body and out. And walk the arms and legs to center and over to the right side of the mat, crossing right ankle over left, breathing into the left side of the body. And come back to center. Bring the arms out to the side in a T shape and hug the knees into the chest. So you can bring a cushion in between the knees for this one, and then bring the knees over to the left. Keep the right shoulder on the floor and turn the head to the right. Inhale, exhale comes to center, and then guide the knees over to the right side. Keep your left shoulder pressing into the floor. Take your left ear to the floor. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And squeeze the belly button in. Bring the knees back to center. Place the feet on the floor with the knees bent and rock the knees side to side, just massaging the glutes. And let's roll onto your front, coming into your Sphinx pose, elbows under the shoulders, squeezing the glutes, drawing the shoulders back and tucking the chin in. If you want more, you can press the palms into the floor and lift the elbows off the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower yourself down and press yourself up into downward dog, allowing the head to hang heavy. Spread the sit bones wide and press the chest towards the thighs. Let the head shake left to right as if saying no. And bring the knees to the floor, come to child's pose. Take a breath into the back of the body. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Take a breath into your belly. Exhale, fully relax. Inhale, come to a seated position. We're finishing off with our meditation. Bringing all of the fingertips and thumbs together, close the eyes down. Closing the eyes down, focus to the tip of the nose. Breathing in and out slowly through the nostrils. Keep your eyes focused at the tip of the nose. Feeling that deep breath. And you can continue a little bit longer here if you wish. Otherwise, I will leave you here for today.